Alright, against the odds time, we are seeing what will happen if you play a deck that is 34 Siege Rhinos. Even got the sweet Siege Rhino avatar, but we gotta ship this. Only one land. I think we need to find a fetch land so we can start casting spells. Mirror Mockery. What's the best thing we could draw? Blue fetch land to play a Jace, I guess? There's a Rhino. Well, that's good. Nissa, okay. Hey, it's land. Alright. So we're just going to crack this. I think just get an island so we can play a Jace. And the next turn we can face down Den Protector, get back Polluted Delta if we have to. But the goal is to cast and copy and supplant form and Mirror Mockery Rhinos as much as possible. Opponent gets to attack with Nissa. Another Den Protector. Well, let's loot, see if we can draw a land. There's a land. Yeah, let's pitch Mirror Mockery. Play a face-down Den Protector. And then we're going to have to find a black source with this Flooded Strand. Our opponent is playing something big. What is it? Maybe a Den Protector of their own? Not really planning on blocking here. Alright, let's crack this. Get a Sunken Hollow. Should we loot first? Does it even matter? I don't think so. Siege Rhino number 1. Flooded Strand. And we'll just pass the turn. Oh. So if we find another land, our opponent can get back Collected Company, I guess. If we find another land, we can supplant form our Siege Rhino. Alright, we're going to crack this, get the Prairie Stream, loot with Jace, another Jace. Alright, we can pitch that. Nothing to flashback with Jace. So I guess the plan is to Clever Impersonator. So our opponent going to collect a counter target creature spell, draw a card. Alright, so they counter it. Trim down this Den Protector, play Mortuary Mire. We'll put Clever Impersonator back on top, why not? And pass the turn. So now we can... So Siege Rhino number 2 failed, thanks to that counter spell. Valor Stance our Rhino, sure. Well, that's fine, because we can Den Protector, get back Rhino, etc. Eventually we'll be able to do that. Collected Company for our opponent. Mantis Rider and Bounding Crassus. Taps our Den Protector, kills our Jace most likely. Flips our Nissa. Now they can't even kill our Jace. Maybe they shouldn't have flipped that Nissa. Or maybe they ignore our Jace. Nope, they hit Jace down to 1. Reveal a Rattleclaw Mystic. We can Clever Impersonator the Nissa. I think that's what we're going to do. Clever Impersonator, copying Nissa. Gives us Polluted Delta, which is solid. Then we will hit that Mantis Rider with Jace. Then we can flip this Den Protector, get back Siege Rhino, and then start doing our Siege Rhino plan again. They're sending everything at Nissa? 1 at Jace, Nissa, alright. So we're going to flip this, get back Siege Rhino. Gonna lose one of our Planeswalkers, our Nissa. Well, that's alright, that's another Clever Impersonator to copy a Siege Rhino in the future. That's probably Rattleclaw. Alright, we get to crack Polluted Delta. Well, we can just get an island, that's fine. Cast a Siege Rhino. Opponent is again going to counter it. Never-ending string of Ojutai's commands. Yep. Alright, then we will a face-down Den Protector, play a Windswept Heath, hit the Mantis Rider, pass the turn again. They've done a good job of keeping our Siege Rhinos off the battlefield. I will give them that. Mocha's command, oh my gosh. Yep. Alright. Probably another Den Protector. Could be the Rattleclaw, I guess. Supplant form. So does this even help us? I guess sort of, but not really. Gideon for our opponent. Makes an emblem. Alright, that does it. Well, that was annoying. Alright, I guess we try it. Mana's a little awkward, but we are a 5-color deck, so to be expected. Good news is they haven't really shown much. Oh, that makes it much better. Well, I guess we can just sack this, get a forest, play our Jace. Now we're on track to start playing Rhinos. Only resolve 1 the first game. We need to resolve more Rhinos. What does our opponent have? A Jace of their own. Beast Caller Savant. Not too threatening. Supplant form. Alright, let's loot. Pitching supplant form. Play Polluted Delta. Pass the turn. Opponent goes with Mantis Rider. Gets in for 3. I will crack Polluted Delta. Get a Prairie Stream. Canopy Vista enters tapped. Well, I think we got a Jace. Another Impersonator. Well, I guess we discard another supplant form. Play Canopy Vista. Pass the turn and hope we can just Rhino, 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 Rhino. And that will get the job done. If our opponent has a bunch of counters, it's makes it a little worse. Alright, let's flip this Jace. Pitching Mirror Mockery. We'll play Wooded Foothills. Play a Rhino. Rhino 1 down. Now we will just trim down that Mantis Rider. Bounding Crosses. Sure. Taps down our Rhino. Alright, our opponent swings with everything. All at Jace. Morph. Alright, we need a red source, I think. Now we will, well, I guess we just cast another Rhino. Play Flooded Strand. Rhino number 2. Hit the Mantis Rider again. Guess we might as well start attacking. That's what Siege Rhino does. Wooded Foothills for our opponent. Goes with the big attack. Gonna take down our Jace, which is fine. We're gonna get to kill a Den Protector, I guess. So we lose the Jace, but that's alright, because we have ample Rhinos. Crack this Flooded Strand. Get an island. Lever. Well, we might as well bring to light, right? So we want to make sure we do this properly. Blue, green, red, white, doesn't matter. Alright, so we'll just bring to light X4, get another Rhino, cast Rhino. Alright, 3 Rhinos, 2 more in hand. We'll play our Shambling Events, attack with our Rhinos, and 1 Rhino down, but that's alright. I think we just kill our opponent by casting our 4th Rhino. So it looks like 4 Rhinos, maybe 8, maybe you don't really need 8. Maybe 4 is enough to get the job done. That's what it's looking like. They get back their Mantis Rider, fine, sure, whatever. Beast Caller Savant, still not sure about that card. Mantis Rider, yep, well, we get to Siege Rhino number 4, gonna get the job done. Kinda hope I draw a supplant form, that would be a cool way to do it. Well, Bring to Light works. Bring to Light. Oh, for Rhino number 4, 34 Rhinos, getting it done. Alright, game 3 with 34 Rhinos, and what the heck kind of hand is this? Alright, we gotta ship that. Oh, daggers. We just can't get lands. Alright. Jace on top. We'll try it. As far as Moldifives go, this isn't the worst I've ever seen. Smoldering Marsh. Pass the turn. We can... Ooh, Radiant Flames. Polluted Delta. Sack it for an island. Gets us a Jace. Is 34 Rhinos good enough to overcome a Mul 2-5? We are about to find out. I'd like to flip this Jace before we Radiant Flames, but we'll see. Alright, let's loot with Jace. Ooh, dig through time. Well, I think we gotta pitch dig for now. And play a face down Den Protector. We need to get a white source, so we need our Polluted Delta back to get a white source. Ugh. Well, now we might just have to kill these stupid... As painful as it is. Alright, let's attack with Den Protector. See what our opponent does. Let's it go. This isn't ideal. Let's loot. Clever Impersonator. And then just Radiant Flames, unfortunately, to get rid of those Mantis Riders. Oh, and I did not play a land. That was a mistake. Opponent has a Den Protector. Come on, white source. A plant form. Alright, let's play a Jace. Problem is our opponent can flip and get back Den Protector if they want to. But I guess that's not the end of the world if we flip Jace and flashback Radiant Flames. Canopy Vista. Well, that comes into play untapped. Canopy Vista, untapped. Go with our Siege Rhino, resolves. So that keeps us alive a bit. Oh, our opponent is sacking Wooded Foothills. Do we want to flip this Jace? I guess we got to pitch Sunken Hollow. It would have been nice to have another blue source, though. Hidden Dragon Slayer to take down our Rhino. Well, that's a little bad, but not the worst thing that's ever happened to us. So, oh, is this Den? If that's Den Protector, that's kind of bad. Going after us, okay. What do we get? Bloodstained Mire. Well, I think a Bloodstained Mire, Cinderglade. Do the same thing and drop to 6 and then try to Radiant Flame next turn. Maybe I should have kept that Sunken Hollow. Opponent hits us down to 6. What do we get? Dig that we can't cast. Well, now we have to flashback Radiant Flames, unfortunately. Flashback Radiant Flames, flips Den Protector, gets back Mantis Rider. So unfortunately, being without a blue source is probably going to be the death of us. If we were able to dig and find a Rhino, then I think we'd be right on top of things. There's Mantis Rider. Gonna hit us down to 3. Luckily, there's no Lightning Strike in the format, so you don't got to worry about that. Oh, there's a Rhino. Rhino resolves, that's good. Get to use Jace on Mantis Rider. Really need a fetch land to get a blue source. Dramoka's command pumps it up. Okay. Puts us to 4. Well, we get another Siege Rhino. Green, blue, red, white, red. Bring to light. For Siege Rhino number 2. It's working. I mean, 34 Siege Rhinos, even on the Mulda 5, looking pretty good. Trim down the Mantis Rider. I mean, when all of your top decks are in one way or another a Siege Rhino, really hard to lose. So now we're at 7, our opponent's at 5, unless they can kill us here somehow with a burn spell or something. Alright, we got there on the Mulda 5. 34 Rhinos, doing it. Alright, match 2 with 34 Rhinos. We'll just start with the Marsh. So I guess our plan is going to be Jacing to find stuff to find Rhinos. Something along those lines. Seeker of the Way. So this looks like a Jeskai something. Means we're probably going to need Rhinos pretty quick. But we get an island, get a Jace. Mantis Rider. Well, we're taking 5 here. We really need a land. Well, we found a Rhino, which is good. And there's a land. So we can pitch this to plant form. I think we need to... we can play face down Den Protector. I think we just need to Mirror Mockery the Mantis Rider. Play the Windswept Teeth. Pass the turn. Mirror Mockery. Well, its job is to be a Rhino. But it actually can be a pacifism to some extent. If our opponent attacks, we get to put a copy into play. Jeskai Charms their own Mantis Rider. Sure. So we need to find a land for our Siege Rhino. I think we got to get Canopy Vista here. Ooh, a Rhino, but we can't. Alright, well we get to flip Jace, which is good. Pitching Clever Impersonator, I guess. We get to point that at Seeker of the Way and play a face down Den Protector. There's the Mantis Rider. Come on, land for Rhino. Polluted Delta gets us a land, but it doesn't let us cast Rhino this turn. Point that at Mantis Rider. Polluted Delta. See how many Rhinos it takes to win this game. What does our opponent have? Abbot of Keep. Revealing Monastery Mentor. Can our opponent cast Mentor? No. Are they going to attack with both? Yes. Alright, so we're going to block with Den Protector. Valorous Stance to make it indestructible. Sure. I think we just get back a Windswept Teeth. Now we can start casting Rhinos. Alright, so Siege Rhino number 1 comes down. Gains us a bit of life. Windswept Teeth. We'll point the Jace at the Mantis Rider. Jeskai Charm, our Rhino. I guess we want to crack this in response. I guess we can just get a forest here. So we are going to take some damage, unfortunately. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe we don't want to draw Siege Rhino. Are they going after us? Us and Jace. Alright, well, Siege Rhino Part 2 comes down. Pass the turn. Monastery Mentor. Opponent gets in with Mantis Rider. Land? And if we hit a land, we can potentially land Rhino, and that's good. So we can take Forest. We probably just got to go for the gold, right? Take Mirror Mockery and go for the super sweet kill next turn. Alright, so Rhino number 3 comes down. Hopefully this keeps us alive. What's our opponent have? Oh, they get to roast a Rhino. Well, that takes away from the awesomeness. Yes, that is bad. Now I don't think we get to do it. And they're going to dig through time? Treasure Cruise. Do we die? We do not die. Or we do die, don't we? That was quite the draw for our opponent. Oh, just good enough. Alright. Siege Rhino time. Well, Windswept Teeth, go. Alright, sack this, get a forest. This, get an island. Play Jace. Good news is now any lands we draw will come into play untapped. Except a couple man lands, but almost all the lands. Roast the Jace. Good news is we have another Jace. Alright. Still waiting for our Rhinos. There's a Mantis Rider. Actually, we're going to get to flip Jace next turn. Jace is insane. So we need probably white. Yeah, it works. Alright, let's flip this Jace. See if we can draw a land. There's a land. So we will pitch Dig Through Time. Pay Polluted Delta. Send that at Mantis Rider. Sack Polluted Delta. Get Smoldering Marsh. And play a Clever Impersonator, copying Mantis Rider. I guess I should have attacked there. It has Vigilance, doesn't it? What's our opponent have? Abbott. Reveals Ojutai's command, which gets exiled. I'm not going to complain about that. Well, there's a Rhino. Doing Rhino-y things. Point that at Mantis Rider. This time we will attack with Mantis Rider. So we got another Rhino ready for next turn. Possibly one the turn after that if we draw land. That's another Rhino. Well, let's Jace this Mantis Rider. Attack with both. Opponent's going to Jeskai Charm our Rhino. Oh, 4 damage to us? Sure. Oh, a Jace. Yeah, that's fine. I guess they wanted Prowess on their Rhino. Not that that does anything. Unless they have another burn spell or something. Alright, Rhino. Like always. Ooh, this one gets countered. Well, that's no fun. Well, we got another one for next turn. Like always. There's always more where that came from. What is a group of Rhinos? I should know this. Well, let's cast another Rhino. Dig Through Time in search of an answer. We never even got our 4th land for Bring to Light either. And we still, like, it puts a lot of pressure on your opponent's deck when you cast a Siege Rhino every single turn. Oh, and it resolves, so we copy Siege Rhino. Point that at Mantis Rider. Attack with both. Is this game? Good game, well played. Blocks Rhino. I guess it's... Unless I have something, it's... Alright, it's not game, but... Might as well be. Let's draw another land so we can cast another Rhino next turn. I mean, even if our opponent has a Wrath Mentor, sure. And Magmatic Insight makes a token. Can it even matter? What could they possibly draw? Nothing. Sweet. 34 Rhinos, killing it. I even looked for basic lands that had Rhinos on them. Didn't have any luck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Another one-lander. Is this the match that's going to beat our Rhinos? Oh, God. Oh, boy. No, I guess. Well, Bring to Light helps. We'll just lead on Windswept Teeth, I think. If we can get a Rhino and start copying our Rhino, then that's pretty sweet. Ooh, Sphinx's Tutelage? That's spicy. Well, I think we just get Forest here. Clever Impersonator. Well, let's play an island. This hand is super slow. Like, we might be dead before we get to play a Rhino slow. What we really need is a Radiant Flames. That's the card. And this would be the turn for it. Radiant Flames to live for Rhino? No. Well, at least Den Protector face down is something to block Abbott, maybe? We might not just be dead. Unfortunately, I think we gotta block this Abbott. Valor Stance makes it indestructible. Oh, come on, Rhinos. Well, Prairie Stream, Clever Impersonator. Man, our opponent has all the temple cards. Is it enough? Are we dead? Sphinx's Tutelage. Alright, that wasn't exactly what I was worried about. So we're still sort of alive. Because we get a Rhino here. Flooded Strand for Sunken Hollow. Blue, green, black, white, and red. Bring to light. Gets us a Rhino. Puts us back up to 7. Opponent's down to 2 cards, which is good. Flooded Strand, Clever Impersonator. Monastery Mentor. Alright, so we're going to take 3 here. Oh. They're going to attack with their Abbott? Ho 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 ho. Our opponent had it. The 1 card. I still think we need to block. Well, I guess we dig through time. Looking for Land Rhino. So I guess we need Bloodstained Mire and Siege Rhino. Still not sure if our opponent has anything, though. I don't think this saves us. Well, maybe. Smoldering Marsh. Another Siege Rhino. If we live to start Supplant Form on our Siege Rhino, we got a shot. Does our opponent have Monastery Mentor? Alright, Monastery Mentor doesn't just kill us. Our opponent gets to get in for 3. Yes. Alright, how can we get out of this? What outs do we have? We can Supplant Form Mantis Rider, double block. I guess that's going to have to be our plan. If we Mirror Mockery our Siege Rhino, what happens? We attack for 4, 8, and potentially 11, but our opponent blocks. Alright. Supplant Form time. Let's see if this will work. Opponent mills a couple with Tutelage. Opponent goes to attack. Do they have a Disdainful Stroke? They attack with everything. We are going to Supplant Form Mantis Rider. That much works. Block both Monastery Mentors. Are we going to live? Are we going to pull this off? 34 Rhino? No Wild Slash. Come on. Another Mentor? Sure. Do we win? So now we can Mirror Mockery Rhino. We can Mirror Mockery and Jace. We can attack with both, Supplant Form the Rhino. We know our opponent has... So I think we just attack with Mantis Rider and play Mortuary Mire, putting Clever Impersonator on top. So that's another Rhino for next turn. Pass... Oh. They get milled again. I forgot about that. So if our opponent plays their Mantis Rider, we get to Supplant Form it again. Our opponent's going to go with Dig Through Time. The other good news is if our opponent goes with Wild Slash, we can Supplant Form our Siege Rhino in response. We're really close to doing it. We're really close. Almost enough Rhinos. It would have been nice to play and flip Jace, but I think we risk losing without the Supplant Form. What's our opponent up to? Roast our Siege Rhino. Alright, well, if they also have, if their last card is Wild Slash, then we're in trouble. But gotta try it. Did they play around? They did not. We Supplant Form Siege Rhino wins the game. Our opponent attacks with both. Yup. We will block both. Oh, what are the odds? Oh, we get to do both. We get to Mirror Mockery, Siege Rhino. Tack, get another copy of Siege Rhino. Oh, 34 Siege Rhinos, still getting it done. Still getting it done. All right. 34 Rhinos, match 3. And, I mean, we'll keep it. This is like our version of a control hand. Got a feeling that Radiant Flames might be good in this matchup. Assuming we draw the requisite lands to cast it. Probably going to try to search out Radiant Flames and Siege Rhino mana instead of searching out basics. Because it looks like we are really gonna need that Radiant Flames. Because that's a lot of power on the board on turn 2. I think we wait on Cracking Delta. Try to draw another land. Den Protector. Ugh. Now we're gonna crack lands on our opponent's turn. So worst case, we can play a Den Protector. Or I guess Mirror Mockery, a Chief of the Edge or something. Oh boy. Alright, we're... so we're taking 9? That's like the nut draw from Warriors. Alright. Land or bust. Search out a Smoldering Marsh. And? Alright. I think we live. Our mana's still in rough shape-ish, but I should have searched out a green land there. But at least we live. We're down to 5, but we survive. I don't have Siege Rhino mana though, unfortunately, or Flip Den Protector mana. So that was a big mistake. Actually, with these 5-color decks, what land you fetch is actually extremely important. Way more important than it feels like. Oh, you got something else? Another Woe Reaper? Come on, land. Wooded Foothills. I think we are going to crack this for a forest. So we will have our Siege Rhino mana. And our lands will come into play untapped. Play Mirror Mockery on Woe Reaper. Play Mirror Mockery on Woe Reaper. And try to live to fight another day. Bloodsoaked Champion isn't the card that really gets us. Another land, not bad. So now we get to play a face down Den Protector, and we will be able to flip it to get back a land or a Radiant Flames. Mirror Mockery for the stabilization. Alright. Yep, no blocks. Alright, we'll flip the Den Protector. I guess we get back Radiant Flames for now. Another Supplant Form. Well, now we get to attack with Den Protector. No Rhinos. No Rhinos at all, but tons of Supplant Forms. Puts our opponent down to 13. Radiant Flames. Opponent's last card is what? Valor Stance? Valor Stance keeps Bloodsoaked Champion alive. But we're not just dead, because we can play this Den Protector face up for now. Not great, but we are staying alive. The Valor Stance. Because now we get a block, but they can get back their Bloodsoaked Champion. So we're going to need an untapped land or a Siege Rhino. Are our two main desires. Sorin. Actually, that is good for us. I'm glad they went that direction. There's a land. Alright, so we have a shot. We're going to go to 1, but our Supplant Forms are finally online. They would be more exciting if we had a Siege Rhino, but hey. So we will just get, what do we want? Another white source, I guess? And before our opponent can attack and trigger raid, we will Supplant Form the Vampire token. Getting our own Vampire token. Vampire switches sides. Staying alive. We need a Siege Rhino. Get back from the brink. Actually, we need a bunch of Siege Rhinos, but Jace would be reasonable. Not exciting, but reasonable. Flooded Strand. We can't even crack that yet. So, well, I guess we still play it. I think we're going to be Casting another supplant form on another vampire token. This is not how we drew it up, but it's sort of working. Come on, Rhino. We need a Rhino. So we can't crack our fetch. Oh, dig. Alright. Man, we've been down to like one life a lot. Rhino and I guess just Clever Impersonator gets the job done. So let's just cast this Rhino. Back from the brink. Now we get to attack with vampire tokens. Oh. Supplant Form is actually a pretty sweet card. Another good challenge would be to supplant form in Ulamog. we got there. We got there. Supplant a million supplant forms later. Rhino City. We'll get there. Hopefully. So well, I guess we just play tap land. Then we can crack Flooded Strand for an island for Jace. Now we might even be able to flip our Jace before we have to Radiant Flames. So Flooded Strand, Jace time. Is that a dragon? Chief of the Edge. Alright, so we're taking a bunch. Can't do much about it. Down to 15. Let's loot, see what we find. Yeah, let's pitch supplant form. Mirror Mockery the Battle Brawler. And play a... Yeah, if we play fetch lands, then we get to flip Jace next turn and play a Siege Rhino. And we can get an untap land with Wooded Foothills. So we will... Yeah, we'll have flip Jace, Siege Rhino, bring to light, use Jace to flashback Siege Rhino. And 3 Siege Rhinos is quite a few. I mean, not compared to the 34 we have in our deck, but relatively speaking. Opponent gets in with Chief of the Edge. Edge. Down to 12, but that is going to change once we resolve a whole bunch of Rhinos. Yep, Bloodshin Brawler or something. Fanatic. Black-Red, Smoldering Marsh. Now we can Wooded Foothills. Sack that for a forest. Discard, I guess Flooded Strand. Flip Jace. Rhino number 1. And we'll put that at one of their guys. Doesn't especially matter. 2 more Rhinos in hand. Can potentially get a third one with Jace from the graveyard if our opponent doesn't kill Jace. Do they attack Jace or do they attack our face? I don't think it matters either way now that we're to Rhinoville. But it looks like they're attacking our face. Yep, they get to hit us for 4. Well, Bring to Light will be Rhino number 2. Literal Rhino. Point that at one of their dudes. I want to use each of our cards as a Rhino at some point. So, next turn, we will likely be flashing back Bring to Light with Jace. Get the Jace Rhino. We've had Clever Impersonator Rhino, Mirror Mockery Rhino. I don't think we've had Den Protector Rhino yet. Or we have a single Mortuary Mire. That might be the hard one. We sort of had that, but it got Sphinx's tutelage or something, if I remember correctly. Rhinos. Yes, our opponent, this time they are going to attack Jace, but that's fine. Because it only puts Jace down to 3, so it means we can still flash back our Bring to Light. Battle Brawler. Alright, we drew another Rhino. Alright. Flashback Bring to Light. Get a Clever Impersonator, which is a Siege Rhino, of course. So we got 3 on the battlefield, 3 more in our hand. I don't even think we're going to attack. I think we're going to... Let's see how many Rhinos we can get on the battlefield. This might be a little trolly, but hey. If you're going to play 34 Siege Rhinos, might as well see how many. In theory, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4 more on the battlefield before Den Protector. Alright. Well, let's Clever Impersonator. And Our opponent scoops it up. They, they saw it coming. So we we had let's see, 4 on the battlefield. Clever impersonator on the stack. Not bad, not bad. All right, game 4 with 34 Siege Rhinos. Oh, maybe it should be called a million lands. All right, well that just means we have a lot of Siege Rhinos to draw into. I think we play basics first, and then we can fetch all our duels and have them come into play untapped. Rhino, Rhino. Ooh, well, Radiant Flames, not bad. Ooh, Bring to Light. That'll be a Rhino. Our mana is going to work out beautifully this game. Hordling Outburst. Well, we will sack this for a Smoldering Marsh. Sunken Hollow. Well, let's just Radiant Flames, keep the board clear. Flooded Strand. Next turn we can start Rhinoing. Just got, ooh, Ascendancy. Now I see. Flooded Strand can search up a Canopy Vista. Polluted Delta. We're going to run out of lands to fetch for, aren't we? Gets Prairie Stream. Green, blue, white, green, black. Good enough. Bring to Light for Rhino number 1. Ship the turn. So we need to draw more Rhinos. But we've got a ton of lands out of our deck, and every card is a Rhino. So that shouldn't... Oh. One thing we don't have an answer for. Get them back from our graveyard. Can do all that, but we can't... Yeah, it's too bad. Myth realized, alright. 3 left in our deck. 3 literal Rhinos and a whole lot of pseudo Rhinos. Suppression field, really? Oh, my lord. Oh, that didn't work out. Now I think we have 2 dead fetch lands. Can Flooded Strand get anything? I don't think... No, we drew a Bring to Light, which will cast for a Rhino. Rhino number 2. Ship the turn. Secure the Waste. Can our Rhinos overcome Secure the Waste? If you can kill our Rhino, then that gets really bad. Treasure Cruise. Pitches a second Ascendancy. Probably looking for an answer to Rhino, I would assume. Ship the turn. Oh, more lands. Alright, well. Rhino number 3. Rhino number 3. Guess we might as well attack. We're up to 26, but still don't feel completely comfortable. Jeskai Ascendancy can do some crazy things. Secure the Waste X1. But that triggers all those warrior tokens, and that's fine. We don't mind a Rhino going to the graveyard. That turns on all our den protectors, and we still have a Rhino on the battlefield. Discarded a mountain. So I'm assuming this is block time. Yeah. Blocks with everything. Oh, we get to kill 2 tokens, so that's actually not the worst. Pass the turn. What land do we have left to fetch? Red, black, green, white, blue, black, red, green. The one that we can't... The one that we can't fetch with our Flooded Strand or Polluted Delta. Another Ascendancy. Well, this is going to get a little scary. Activates Myth Realized. Well, I think we got a block, but we get really blown out by Jeskai Charm. And there's the Jeskai Charm. And that does it. Alright. Alright. 1 land, got a mulligan. We'll just play Shambling Vents, I guess. We might have to go Flooded Strand Island. Or maybe we just wait another turn to play Jace. I would like to get Jace down. Our opponent's on 1 land. That's good for us. Well, we'll play Jace, Flooded Strand. Now we can search up some green mana with Flooded Strand. Myth Realized. Get a Canopy Vista. Another Flooded Strand. Alright, let's loot with Jace. Guess we discard Mortuary Mire for now. Play face down Den Protector, Flooded Strand, pass the turn. Now we just gotta find some Rhinos. Flooded Strand, we'll search up Prairie Stream. Well, let's loot Lumbering Falls. I guess we pitch Mirror Mockery. Attack with Den Protector. We might flip it, get back something. Or I guess we don't have to yet. Is there really any reason to? Another Den Protector. Alright, let's loot and flip Jace. Pitch Polluted Delta. Get in there with Den Protector. Play another face down Den Protector. Play Cinder Glade. We just really need a Rhino. Hordeling Outburst. Gives our opponent a couple creatures. Well, now I guess we're going to flip this for... I don't even know. Guess just a land? Get a Polluted Delta? Radiant Flames. Guess we can lumber in there with our Lumbering Falls. Polluted Delta, Jace, and pass the turn. I guess we can start Clever Impersonating. Clever Impersonating tokens or Den Protectors. No need, we got there. Alright, run it back. Oh, well, we got Rhinos, but we got another one-lander. Aye. Our opponent mulligans, we mulligan. Oh, we're going to 5, no doubt. We're going to 4. Alright. 4 cards. Do we keep Lumbering Falls? I guess. I don't know if there's much of a chance. Not feeling good about this one, boys and girls. Not feeling good at all. Probably the way we win is somehow digging through time for multiple Rhinos. Also, our opponent having an equally horrible hand would help. Drawing a Jace is not bad, especially if it lives. That gives me a glimmer, a slight glimmer of hope. Double Myth Realized, but only 2 lands? No, and Wild Slash? Our opponent is getting there. That's disappointing. Shambling Vents and pass the turn. Our opponent is also down to 3 cards. Dragon Fodder. Yep. So we're going to take 3. Come on, Rhinos. Sunken Hollow. Alright. Face down Den Protector. Bloodstain Mire. I don't know if it especially matters. Myth. Myth. Yep, we're taking 5. Can attack with the goblins too? Well, we'll block one of those. I mean, it would be nice to get Jace back, but if he has a 1 damage spell, then I guess he got us. Alright, sack Bloodstain Mire down to 10. Get a, I guess, Cinder Glade. Clever Impersonator doesn't do a whole lot. We can't dig. We can impersonate a face down Den Protector. Flip this now. Get back our Jace. And Jace might be able to help us find a Rhino. Rhino, I think, is really the card that we need. Oh no. Another instant. Secure the Waste X1. I think the more important part of that is it put more counters on the myths, which puts us even further behind the 8 ball. Oh man. So we're definitely taking 4. I guess we gotta block smaller myth, block a token, and hope that this works out. Alright, we're kinda staying alive-ish. Oh, another Jace is not at all what we need. Well, I guess we loot with Jace, hope that we hit a Rhino. Pitch a Dig Through Time. We can block with Lumbering Falls, but then Bring to Light isn't an out. We can Clever Impersonator a 1/1 token and hope that that lets us block and live. I guess that's what we gotta do. This feels horrible. So if our opponent has any removal spell, we're just dead. There's the myth. Well, we get to block the myth with our Clever Impersonator Warrior token. We're kind of, sort of staying alive. Hordling Outburst. Den Protector doesn't do it. Alright, let's loot with Jace. Supplant Form definitely doesn't do it. And that's how it ends. The streak ends on the mull to 5. We were close. We just couldn't find a Rhino.
So what did we learn this week? Well, if 4 Rhinos is good and 8 Rhinos is dominating, 34 Rhinos is definitely insane. Actually, in all honesty, I think maybe slightly less than 34, maybe 26 Rhinos might be the optimal number. Just to have a little more removal and stuff. But you can play a deck that is completely dedicated to making and copying and playing with Siege Rhino and be successful. We went 3-1 in matches, won over 70% of our games. So we kind of just killed it playing 34 Rhino.deck. As far as individual cards, I was really impressed by Mirror Mockery as a blue pacifism that can also copy a Siege Rhino. Also, Supplant Form was pretty insane throughout the course of the matches. So I was very happy with those cards. The rest of the deck, I mean, it's solid. We never got to pull off Flame Shadow Conjuring. I am happy that I think almost every card in our deck that could be a Rhino was a Rhino. I don't think we ever got Mortuary Mire as a Rhino or Flame Shadow Conjuring, but I don't think we ever had Flame Shadow Conjuring on the battlefield. But Jace, Clever Impersonator, Rhino, Den Protector, Mirror Mockery, Brain Delight, Supplant Form, and Dig Through Time were all Rhinos at various points during the course of the matches. Also, never got to do Clone Legion, which would have been sweet, but 9 mana is a lot of mana. So yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun playing the deck. It has some cool plays in it, and it's pretty fun. So if you feel like buying a ton of fetches in dual lands, give it a shot. I mean, why not jam as many Siege Rhinos as possible? So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Make sure to check out mtggoldfish.com for the article and all my articles, as well as decks and metagame and prices and everything you could want for Magic the Gathering. And I will talk to you soon.